Hi folks, cheers. That's better. I just want to demonstrate something, a simple thing, but maybe it'll be useful to you. I've got a couple of lumps of clay here. They've got a bit. I was going to do this earlier actually, and I got distracted, and my couple of lumps of clay that I got here that I was going to do this demonstration with got a little bit dry. Now if that ever happens to you, just take the lump of clay, mix it like this. Because what we don't want is lumps of clay that are kind of uneven in hardness, so I'm just smacking them together again a bit just to try to. What I want to do is demonstrate, perhaps in a little bit more close-up detail, rolling a rim. So there we are. Smack that down on there. Right, now what I want to do is bring the camera in a bit close so that we can see in a bit more detail what rolling a rim is all about. So just bear with me. And any one of you can practice this like I'm going to show you. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is just throw a simple cylinder. Again, if your clay is a little bit suspect, let's say, we're not quite sure, do cone it up and center it down, you know. What I'm going to do is throw a cylinder, and with one cylinder you can practice your rim rolling. Just see how that's looking in the camera there. Yeah, maybe we'll just bring it down a touch, a little bit more of a sideways profile. Okay, there we go. As you can appreciate, I have to be a cameraman as well as do the demo in these video clips. So I'm bringing up the clay here. But this clay is got some grog in it. It's part of my raku clay body, which is, I've actually mixed it with a bit of the other just so it's not quite so. Alright, so now what you can do is very slightly just thin the top here when you're about to roll it. So, what are we going to do next? I'm going to put my finger there and I'm going to pull the clay over my finger. Like that. And then I'm going to, with my thumb on the top here and my fingers here, I'm just going to take it roll it over, and then I tuck it in underneath with my finger. Now actually that's not rolled very well, and that's because this clay is actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my needle, cut him off. And we're going to do another. So tapering it very slightly, pulling it over my finger. You see that? My thumb on the top here, and then pushing it down, and then tucking it in with the nail here, like that. Just there. You see that? Okay, let's take him off. Again, when you're using your needle to cut off, don't just put it in sort of at 90 degrees to the pot. Angle it very slightly. So, angling it, lifting it off. Let's do another one. Taper it very slightly. If you don't taper it, you see, you can tend to get a rolled rim that's rather heavy looking, so which we don't want. So pulling it over my finger, thumb on the top, pushing it down, and then finger underneath, like that. Let's do it one more time. Needle in, lift off. Let's bring up a bit more clay, there's a bit more down there. Okay. Let's just taper it very slightly on the top there. Over my finger. Thumb on the top here, pushing down. And then tucking in underneath. Can you see that? Put in the needle at an angle till you feel it touch your finger. As soon as you feel it touch your finger, let it go around a few times and then lift the needle. Watch. In, touch my finger, lift. See, the needle lifts it. Oh, let's do it one more time. Finger there. You want the finger just below, you see. So then pull it over my finger and then push it down and then tuck it in. Hey, this is good fun. Let's stick in the needle. Feel the needle touch my finger. Yes, a couple of revolutions and lift it. Keep practicing, huh? Just taper it very slightly. Finger there, pull it over my finger. Push it down. Tuck it in. Okay, so if you've got a chamois there, you can then just chamois it like that. It's a useful trick to be able to learn to do, and it strengthens the rims of pots, keeps the pots round, and it's a very practical thing as well. A lot of people ask me or make comments about, oh, surely if you do that you're trapping air and the pot is going to explode. You know what, I've never had a pot explode from that, not once. in actual fact, I don't know if much air is actually trapped there. In a sense, it's kind of folded over. It's not like that and then there's sort of an air pocket in there. You basically just double up on the thickness of the rim at that point using this technique. Pulling it over your finger and just dropping it down. And then tucking it in with your finger just underneath there like that. See? I encourage you to have a go. So, rolling a rim. Don't worry about trapping air. Keep practicing. See you in the next clip.